And we are live. Wow, 6 o'clock on the dot. What are the odds? That never happens with us. Never. But Wits and Wages tonight. We got a full crew here. Mr. Joey Clams, how are you tonight, sir?
Remember what I told you, Rock? What'd you tell me? Take it to the zoo. Let's go the Eagles tonight with the Rocky hat on. We gotta get back from last week with the Browns. 21 guys pushing one guy in the end zone.
Yep. And those friggin' Raiders, Joe, those Raiders. I said it to you off. What they cost me last week just to win the Raiders against the Justin Fields got back with me, Carson, for all the bad stuff I said about Justin Fields in 2 years.
Yeah.
He got me. How are you, Carson?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready to talk some sports. What a crazy weekend in college football. And, yeah, I'm ready to roll.
And Mr. Siciliano, he's still not over last weekend's.
Oh no, you're wrong. I'm way over it.
Okay, good. All right, you're wearing the Alabama hat. You know what I like? You're defying Bobby Blackjack because he said that you're not allowed to wear a hat after a loss, and you got the hat back on. So.
Bobby Blackjack could kiss my in Macy's window.
And Mr. Kirkpatrick, how are you today?
I'm doing good, but hear me out. You ready? Calling somebody a fraud right now.
Who's that?
Well, it's not Carson. Carson's team's 0-5, Detroit Lions.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
It's not Joey Clams. He's a Jets fan. They're 1-4. It's not Sis and I. Our Giants are 1-4 and struggling.
Okay.
You, my friend, are giving up on your Broncos, and you're 3-2.
Who's giving up on the Broncos?
Place.
Who's giving up on the Broncos?
You want to give up everybody already. You want Bridgewater gone?
I do want
this
Bridgewater.
guy gone?
I do want
You want
Bridgewater
this guy
gone.
gone after 2 losses. You're done with your Broncos already.
No, I'm not. Listen to me. I'm not done. I'm not. But my point is, what I'm saying is, if we don't win this week, something has to happen, and the first domino has to be Sis's coach, Pat Shermer, has to get fired Monday morning if we lose. The next thing is, this offense better put up points. We're the new offensive coordinator. Now it's on Teddy Bridgewater. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving up on him. Of course I'm not giving up on him. Would I still like to see Drew Lock with this team? I'm giving Teddy Bridgewater this weekend. I don't want to hear any more BS with him. Starting in the second half, I don't want to hear he has a concussion. Tom Brady's tonight's playing with broken fingers. He ain't making excuses. Stop making excuses, Bridgewater. Put up 30 points with this team. And Shermer and Bridgewater, they're on the clock starting Sunday, 4:25. I'm not giving up on them, though. We're going to be in the playoffs. Absolutely. We're going to be in there. But Shermer and Bridgewater.
Then you should not want. All right, I'm not going to get it. We got an hour show. It's Wits and Wages tonight.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say this one more time. I don't want Teddy Bridgewater as my quarterback in 2022. I don't want him. I've seen enough already. I don't want him. If he gets me to the AFC Championship game, then he stays. Other than that, get him out. That's all I'm saying.
Our good friend Jerry Oswald saying hello, fellas, and Mr. Slade must have heard you ranting and raving over there about the Broncos. Our good friend David Slade from Colorado. Dave, we hope all is well. We've been watching your posts. I don't want to go into detail, but we hope all is well with you and your family over there in Colorado.
Yes. Now, let's get to the docket because we are a little all over the board. Oh, and David, read that comment, Kenny. Read that comment. See, you yell at me, but you're nice to Dave. Read that comment, Kenny.
Dave is with us 100%. I mean, Coach Bruce Arians is with you 100%. For those who don't know, we got a little joke. Dave Slade, we really feel is Bruce Arians' doppelganger there. He looks just like Bruce Arians.
No, he agrees
but our
with
other
me.
Good friend, our good friend that's going to disagree with you, Mr. Slade, may be coming on tonight.
Okay.
Help us out with some picks later. He's got a couple things going on tonight, but he's going to try to make it.
Okay.
And that's our good friend Matt Staffiero from the Rocky Mountain Sports Report.
Okay.
Check them guys out, though. Dave Slade, Matt Staffiero, joking aside, Scott Cole, Keith Brugman, 4th and 99, Fantasy Football Blitz. They got a hockey show. Bunch of great things over there. Rocky Mountain Sports Report. I was on with John Beelan today. We did a show. It was a lot of fun.
And real quick, our other good guy, Intercept your lunch. Marty, join us. Kurt doesn't want Teddy. He wants Mitch Trubisky. That might be worse than Teddy.
Boy, Marty. That boy, Marty from Intercept the Lunch has joined us.
All right, but let's get in the action.
Out.
We got action here. This is a wagering show. Kenny's getting me wired up already. But there we go. You know what? Before we get into football, we got a couple big things starting tonight. 9:05, Game 5, Dodgers, Giants, winner takes all. Mr. Sis, I know you said it off air, so you're going to have the floor first. Where are you going and why?
Dodgers, because, again, they won 106 games. I don't like the format. And I'm rooting for the Dodgers all the way. Tonight, World Series, the whole 9 yards.
Sis, I'm doubling down with you. I'm going with the Dodgers. David Slade, where me and Dave are opposite in this one. He's saying, let's go Giants. But, Sis, I'm with you. I'm going to Giants. I think they find a way. I still believe they're the better team than the Giants, and I think they show it tonight. And it's a shame, Sis, like you said, that one of these two teams has to go home in the divisional round. Joey Clams.
I was all over the Dodgers until they made a pitching change. They're going with an opener instead of their 20-game winner, who was unbelievable in the postseason. That's, now you're getting too cute. So, but I did take a little pizza money. I put Mookie Betts, hit a home run and Dodgers win, $10 to get back 55. Whatever your bankroll is. So it's for a little pizza money. That's what I got. I'm rooting for Dodgers tonight. I'm on the Dodgers. I just don't like what they're doing with the opener, getting too cute.
Okay. Carson.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm going to go Dodgers. I feel like they got a lot more to lose than what the Giants did. The Giants had a great season, but again, it's like they're going to get a lot of backlash if the Dodgers lose this game tonight because they spent a lot of money in the offseason. So I'm going to go with Dodgers.
And Mr. Kirkpatrick.
A special year for the Giants. I think they're going to make it more special this year. These teams don't get these special years these type of seasons come around once every 50 years for teams like the Giants. They weren't expected to win 80 games this year, and look what they did. So hats off to them. I think they're going to pull it off tonight in dramatic fashion, and I'm going to take the Giants to go to the next round. And it's just a shame that one of these two teams has to be knocked out, and these two teams aren't.
You could get them right now plus 450 to win the World Series.
Kenny, that's that. There you go, Kenny.
That's a nice little play there. I love those the home run. I like those prop bets. I did that when the Yankees were in the World Series, and I was hitting Gleyber Torres when he was hitting home runs. I don't think he's hit one since, but I was hitting Gleyber Torres and couple of the other guys there in that series. So that's a nice little fun bet there. Win 55, I would jump on that too.
Our good friend Amari Smith saying just getting off work. He'll be home soon. And now let's roll. We got one more thing, baseball. I'll start with Carson on this one. Just not game one. We're going to go the whole series. Who wins the American League? Red Sox or Astros?
You know what, man? I was high on the White Sox, but the Astros look really good. Their offense destroyed the White Sox. Red Sox are a wild card team, but they did knock off the Rays. I thought the Rays would go far too, but I'm going to go with the Astros. I think their offense, especially with that back pitching, I think they're going to take care of the Red Sox.
David's going with the Red Sox. I disagree with him, and I'm with you, Carson. I said this. Mark Calderio saying the cheaters will win. LOL. Well, you know what? I said this. They gave the big FUs to everybody because now we'll see how good they are because they can't cheat. You know what? Just like Carson said, they got rid of the White Sox, no problem. And I think they're going to get rid of the Red Sox with no problem. And you know what? I think if the Dodgers don't win tonight, Sis, and if the Dodgers don't get to the World Series, I think the Houston Astros are going to win the World Series. So I am definitely picking them here. Joey Clams.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Astros. They're a nice cheap price, I think, at 140 against the Red Sox. I think they got a little injury with their pitching, but Tube is the best player on the field. I'm going to go with the Astros, and it's going to be a high-scoring series. So look to play the overs in these games when you get a shot and take a chance and see match up and probably go over a lot of games here because the pitching is not too good on both teams.
Kenny.
Yankees fans' worst nightmare having the Astros and Red Sox playing each other. But I personally, me as a Yankee fan, I personally cannot ever pick the Red Sox. So I'm going to go with the Astros beating the Red Sox.
And Sis, a clean sweep?
Nope, I don't like cheaters. I know it's a tough pick. I'm going with the Red Sox because I don't like cheaters.
You know what,
Fair
Sis?
enough.
You've been on that from day one, and I commend you for that because you have been very hard on them.
Kurt, I want to bring in our special guest picker early tonight because he does have to leave a few minutes early.
Okay.
So we'll have him pick the college with us, and then if whatever we don't get to, we'll get the rest of his picks off the air, and we'll post them on our page. But I want to welcome Matt Staffiero from the Rocky Mountain Sports Report to the show. Matt, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
What's up, Matt?
What's up, Matt?
What's up, Matt?
What's up, Matt?
And
Hey, Rocky Mountain, how are you, buddy?
Matt's over there in
Good,
Colorado.
man. You guys got the panel going today.
Matt runs the Rocky Mountain Sports Report. You want a quick rundown of your shows real quick that you guys have over there? You guys do an amazing job. Please check these guys out.
You're testing my memory now. Okay, so we have Fantasy Blitz, which is like your fantasy football, and now going to be covering fantasy hockey on Tuesdays, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. 4th and 99, which is our Denver Broncos / NFL show, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Then we got In the Crease, which will be our NHL and Colorado Avalanche show, getting ready to get back on the airwaves every Saturday, I believe at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Then we do our NFL pregame at 9 a.m. on Sundays, NFL postgame 6 p.m. Mountain Time on Sundays. So we've got quite a lineup, and it's growing. We're hoping to get one of our other shows, 5280 Zone, back here in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome.
So yeah. Oh, I forgot our podcast too. We have an audio-only one, Rocky Mountain Thunder. There's a good friend and fellow guy who's came on with you guys a couple of times, Jerry Murr's running that one. So yeah, we got quite the lineup these days.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Nice.
And real quick, Kurt, off script, I want Matt for 2 minutes or less. Clock is starting, Matt. We just had a little 30-second debate with Kurt and Dave. They don't want Bridgewater as their quarterback next year. They're pretty much done with him already after 2 games. Can you defend that?
It's too early to throw in the towel. I guess I got to be the voice of reason, of course. It's 2 games, and I mean, and let's be real. He's not the root of our problems as a team. He's not. It's been the most competent quarterback play we've seen since Peyton Manning. I mean, 5 games in, over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns to 1 interception. That was a garbage time pick. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that for us here in Denver. I think he's being misutilized. I think it's coming to light how Pat Shurmur is just a mess when it comes to running a game plan to fit any quarterback style. We've seen him single-handedly destroy Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, and hopefully not Teddy Bridgewater.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Just wanted Matt's take on it, Kurt. That was all.
All right, John Beelan, fellas and Kurt, my guy Matt, let's effing go. 2 games, LOL. So he's with you. He's on the Bridgewater bandwagon.
Who's using that kind of language? Beelan?
Mr. Beelan, yeah.
Gotta stop, John.
And you know what? You know what we're going to do? Because Dave's saying garbage time, he could have tied the game. Matt, let's set it right up. It's going to be, we'll do it tag team style. Me and Dave, you, Beelan, whoever else you want to bring on, we'll really do a quarterback roundtable debate. Let's set it up where it's just the quarterback situation for Denver debate. I think we should do it.
Okay. I will reword my answer slightly. Was it a garbage time pick? No. But it was a last-ditch effort to tie the game. But let's be honest, look at the 3 plays leading up to the one that he threw an interception on. We didn't run a pick route. We didn't run a rub route. We just tried to hop it up to our shortest receiver out on the side. So it was just a terrible, once again, back to another terrible play call.
And Sis, he's coming at you again.
Making me laugh. I'm sorry, I can't.
Mr. Beelan's coming at you again.
Yet?
He says, is Sis still salty from last weekend? Go Dogs.
No, not salty. This is a respectful show, my friend.
All right, here we go.
Salty Sis.
Here we go, because we got tons of games. Let's start tomorrow night. And you know what? I'm glad Beelan's watching, because the first game we're picking is we're going Clemson at Syracuse. Clemson on the road is a 13.5-point favorite. Joey Clams, open us up. Is this the game Clemson finally blows somebody out?
No, they're not ready yet. Their offense is been stuck in neutral or reverse. I'm going with the Orange men at home. It's going to be crazy up there at the Carrier Dome. They haven't had a game like this in a long time. Home team, take the points. I took 14 with Syracuse already. So winning to play for me, go Orange.
Carson.
Yeah, with Joey. I think it's kind of ironic how this is the first year college athletes can make money off themselves. And you see Clemson's quarterback, DJ, and all those Dr. Pepper commercials, and Clemson's not living up to the hype this year. So I'm going to go with the Syracuse as well here at home.
Beelan saying Cuse and take the points. Let's go Clams. So he's with you, Joey Clams. Mr. Mr. Sis.
All the way with Syracuse.
Let's go Carson. He's going to say, let's go Sis. You know what? Before me and Matt go, Kenny, I know you're going to pick Clemson. I mean, you're going to pick Syracuse, right, Kenny?
Yep. You don't have to get my commentary on it.
Matt,
good.
Go ahead, Matt.
I mean, it's a tough one, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think Clemson, they're waiting to bounce back. They're waiting to right in the days and get back to the glory days of post Trevor Lawrence. I think this is a game they can do it, and they're going to take a step in. I think they win by 13.5.
You know what? I'm with you, Matt, because, again, Syracuse isn't going to score more than, 7 to 10 points, because Clemson's defense is the second best defense in the country.
Let's keep Clemson out of the equation here, sir.
Well, I just think there's a lot of injuries on Syracuse. I think Syracuse has a couple injuries, and I think that this is the game. Ross is back for Clemson. I'm going to go, again, reluctantly, because they don't score a lot, but when you have that defense, I'm going to take Clemson minus the 13.5. That'll be my first pick. Second game, and we're going to go with Mr. Carson's team. This team still not getting the respect they deserve, but now they're going to start playing the big boys. They took care of, and let me ask you this, Carson, is last year's bad taste out of your mouth now after this weekend's performance?
Yeah, I mean, this team is just remarkable. It's been unbelievable what Mel Tucker's done. I would have been amazed if we would have gotten a bowl game this season. We already done that. We're 6-0, and yeah, this is one of the best offenses I've ever seen State had in a long time. So I'm ready to roll with them.
We're getting a hello from a Julie Leach saying hello.
Hi, Julie.
Hey, Julie, how you doing?
All right,
hello,
so let's start.
What's up, Julie?
Carson will go last. We're going to start with Matt on this one. Matt, Michigan State 6-0 at 2-3, disappointing Indiana. Michigan State's a 4.5-point favorite.
I mean, I want to root against Mel Tucker for, dogging my Buffs, man. But, I mean, I got to be a realist here. And, I think they cover the spread, and Michigan State takes it.
You know what? I'm with you again, Matt. Indiana has not Indiana did play. Listen, Indiana really should have beat Cincinnati. They were up 2 scores on that. Beelan saying Michigan State by 13. And
attaboy, Beelan.
I'm with you, too. I'm backing you on this one, Carson. I think Michigan State, they're for real. Sis.
Nice, Kurt. There we go.
All the way with Carson's Michigan Sparties, baby.
There we go, sis.
All the way.
There we go.
Joey.
I'm going with the home dog. If there's a game this year that Indiana is gonna win, it's gonna be this game right here. That's Michigan State's on the road. They're favorite. They're better off when they're with dogs on the road. I'm gonna take the 4.5 with the Hoosiers and try to. And Michigan State probably win maybe a field goal or 2 points, but I'm taking the Hoosiers plus the points.
Okay. Kenny.
Or Carson throws something at me. I'm going to go with Joey Clams with Indiana, but Michigan State's going to win the game. And it's going to be a nice hard-fought victory, and good teams find ways to win. And State's going to prove they're a good team, and bad teams find ways to lose. So I think Indiana's going to find a way to lose this game at the end, and Michigan State's going to win on a game-winning field goal. I'm going to take them winning by 2 to 3 points.
Dave,
anywhere from 1 to 3 points, Michigan State holds off the the victory.
Dave's disagreeing with you, saying Sparty big. And Carson, your boys, what do you think?
Yeah, Indiana's a really good team. Don't let their record deceive you. Remember, they lost to Iowa, Penn State, and Cincinnati, all top 10 teams. So they're I'm not overlooking this game. I'm a little nervous, and I think Joey and Kenny are onto something. I don't think it's going to be blowout, but I think maybe a 1 touchdown score. I'm going to say 23 to 17, 23-16 type game. But I'm a little concerned because Indiana's record, don't let that deceive you, because Iowa, Penn State, and Cincinnati, all legit schools. So it should be a fun one. I'm going to go with Sparty, though, of course.
Okay. We go to my boys after a very disappointing showing against the best team in college football, the Georgia Bulldogs. Auburn travels now to Arkansas. Heartbreaking loss to Ole Miss. They went for 2, which was probably the right decision. Don't know if it was a great play
Kurt's
call.
having problems with his internet. What was the game? Auburn, Arkansas?
Auburn, Arkansas. You hear me, Kenny?
Would you?
Yeah, you're back. You didn't give the spread, though.
All right. Arkansas is a 4.5-point favorite. Kenny, start us off.
I'm going to go with your boys. I think Bo Nix, Arkansas is struggling a little bit. I think maybe they hit their high mark a couple weeks ago. And, how do you get rewarded? You got to play the big boys. And now all the big boys have been coming to town. And I think Bo Nix, this is his make or break game right here. If you don't do it in this game, I think you need to move on from Bo Nix and give the other kid a shot the rest of the year. So
Beelan saying Arkansas.
Auburn. This is a live underdog, in my opinion, and I'm going to take Auburn.
All right. Beelan saying Arkansas by 6. Kenny, I agree with you. You're going to get 4 points with 4.5 with Auburn. I like that. It is a make or break game because I think it's a possibility Bo Nix gets benched if they don't win this game and they go with Finley, Sis's boy, the rest of the year. But I will take Auburn in this game plus the 4.5. Sis.
Auburn.
Matt.
Oh, I'm taking Arkansas all the way. I think they cover the spread.
Okay. Carson.
Yeah, this is a coin flip. I know Kurt and I were kind of hot on Auburn, but Georgia kind of held their ground there the majority of the way. I feel like Arkansas, they got a lot to prove. They had a couple big wins, jump in the rankings, and they kind of fell apart. I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna go Arkansas here. I think they have a bounce back game, and I think they got more to prove than what Auburn did.
And Joey.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Auburn Tigers plus the 4.5. I think Arkansas got punched in the stomach too much. I don't know if they can recover. I'm going to take the Tigers on the road plus 4.5.
All right. Talk about a heartbreaking loss to Texas Longhorns, who were out, 28-10 last week, or up big on Oklahoma. Oklahoma brings in Caleb Williams. The rest is history. Now they got to bounce back Texas, and they play an undefeated Oklahoma State at home, though. It is in Texas, and Texas is laying 4.5. Joey, I'll start with you.
This is one of my best bets of the day. Oklahoma State Cowboys. I took the 6. I'm going with the Cowboys. I don't think Texas could recover from this. This was devastating loss, devastating. So I'm going with Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Kenny.
I took 6 with it. I'll still take the 4.5.
Okay, Kenny.
In Joey's words, took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, just threw the fishing line out, and I took the word right out of my mouth. Couldn't have said it any better. I don't think Texas recovers, and Oklahoma State's got a lot to prove here that they could stay undefeated. They got a shot, and they got a shot at this Big 12 championship if they go and run the table here. So. Lot to prove, but I don't know how Joey feels about this. I think the play would be the over in this game. Nobody plays defense in that conference, so I would take the over in Oklahoma State, Texas, but definitely take the points, Oklahoma State.
Carson.
Yeah, I'm with Oklahoma State, Texas. They choked pretty hard against Oklahoma. They should have had that game, but they let it slip away. I think they have a bounce back win. I think that loss continues with them. I think Oklahoma State's gonna take care of them again.
Matt, where you want to go on this one?
I want to root in Texas corner. They're waiting. They get so close and then they choke. They're the Chargers of the NCAA right now. So I got to roll with OSU on this one.
Sis.
Texas has been playing tough, so I'm gonna go with Texas all the way. Yep, I like Texas.
I'm with you, sis. You know, Texas and Sarkisian, I mean, they're going to put up points, you know, and the problem is, can Oklahoma State score with them? You know, they're at home. I don't think Oklahoma State's going to be a low-scoring game. Kenny just said it's going to be the over. I agree with him. And, I mean, listen, they put up a lot of points against Oklahoma. Robinson's one of the best backs in the country. They got weapons all over the place. I think the higher you score, the more it's going to be on Oklahoma State because they don't want to score. And I'm with you, sis. I'm going to roll with you. I'm going to take Texas by 4.5. The next game, undefeated Georgia, undefeated Kentucky. So why in the world is an undefeated 6-0 Kentucky getting 21.5? I'm going to start with sis. Is there any shot Kentucky? Well, let's not even get into the shot. Is Kentucky going to cover this 21.5, or is Georgia just going to put them to the woodshed?
I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. I think the line's way too high. And this could be the week Georgia might be in for a little letdown. We'll see.
By the way, Beelan saying, Kenny with internet problems, Tamara babysitting dog issues. It's coming, Kurt. Here we go. 90-1, Beelan. 90-1. That's not happening tomorrow night. All right, so you're taking Kentucky, sis, right?
With the points.
With the points. Okay, Kenny.
Can't wait to hear Joey Clams' pick in this game, but I feel this is a game, and I'm going to get suckered into this, I think. This is a game Vegas wants you to take Kentucky, and I'm going to be one of those suckers. I think I'm going to take them. I mean, I know they were at home, but they still beat LSU, who's LSU. I know they're not the LSU of years past this year, but they also beat Florida. Florida's one heck of a tough team, and they beat them at home. I know this is on the road. I think I may be a sucker and take the 21.5, but I'm not going to lay a lot of money on it. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
I'm going to take Kentucky with the points.
Beelan's saying Bulldogs 40-10, and I'm not going to be a sucker because in that Florida game, you're right. They did beat Florida. But did you know that they only crossed the 50-yard line twice in that game? How are they going to score against this team? They can't score against other, teams inferior teams that they've played. They're just, it's in Georgia. It's going to be an absolute nightmare for them. Their offense is going to do nothing. 21 points is a lot of points, but I mean, why is it 21 points? It looks too easy, right? I'm going to get Kentucky, undefeated Kentucky, getting 3.5, more than 3 touchdowns. Don't do it because that's the same thing people said with Arkansas, and that game was over 7 minutes into the game. This might take it to half, but in that second half, I'm with Beelan. Absolute blowout. They're not going to score more than 10 points. So what do I need? 32 from Georgia at home? I'm going to go Georgia, laying the points. Amari's saying Georgia. Matt.
I'm right there with you, Kurt. I mean, that defense is nasty out in Georgia. They're going to come in, they're going to smack Kentucky around, and, they're going to put the points up. That defense is going to smack them down. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even have faith in Kentucky getting the 10, to be honest. I think they get a touchdown, and that's it.
Yep. Okay. Carson.
Yeah, I'm with you guys, Matt and Kurt. I think you stole the words right out of my mouth. This game reminds me a lot of like what Georgia and Arkansas was. And I think Georgia was getting like 19, 18 and a half. Like, Arkansas is going to cover that. And right out of the get-go, not even close. I think it's going to be a similar situation. I think Georgia's just going to roll right over them. I don't think it's going to be close. I think they do cover both ways. I think they cover the spread and then they get the outright win too.
And Joey Clams, I'm interested. Are you going to be a sucker for this 21.5 points for Kentucky?
I seen 23s out there, and this is strange. It's you're saying it's 21.5. The total is only 44, and the team total for Kentucky is 9.5. So if it's 21.5, I'm gonna go with Georgia and lay 21.5, and I would buy it down to 21 because I see 23s out there. I'm laying the 21.5 with the Bulldogs.
Yep. All right, two more college teams. We got TCU against Oklahoma. It is at Oklahoma. We still do not know who is the core. I believe it's going to be Caleb Williams. I'm not even sure. I don't know if they made the official decision who's going to be the quarterback. I saw rumors that the other guy was going to be leaving, but I don't know. I'll start with let's start with Joey Clams. 13.5 points, Oklahoma at home versus TCU.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Sooners. I'm on the side on this on the sideline on this game, but for the show, I'm gonna take Oklahoma.
Matt.
Oh, I'm gonna go Oklahoma. Caleb Williams got to start. Spencer Rattler's been inconsistent. I mean, he's the Drew Lock of college football right now. Consistently inconsistent.
Yep. Beelan saying, "Say it again, Clam, so Sis can hear it." Dogs.
Dogs.
I'm with you guys. I'm gonna go. I'm with Matt and Clams. I'm gonna go again. This could be they broke out points wise last week against Texas. I know Kenny's gonna be on TCU, but quarterback might not be playing. Their running back's banged up on the road. I think Oklahoma rolls in this one. Kenny.
You're right here. I am going to take TCU. A couple reasons. I haven't seen Oklahoma cover a double-digit spread yet this year. Every one of their double-digit spreads has been very close to the end. A couple weeks ago, Atlantic City, Carson and I almost cashed in on that West Virginia money line. We got burned at the end. It was a heartbreak. But I'm going to take TCU because if there's any team in the Big 12 that's going to try and play some defense, it's TCU. The coach over there, he likes a balanced attack. So if he's losing some players on offense, he's going to try and get that defense to hold Oklahoma. And you nailed it earlier. You said the quarterback issues over there. We don't know whose quarterback is. There's going to be a lot of pressure on this Oklahoma team, and it might get to these kids' heads.
Beelan's calling it outright, guys. Beelan's saying upset this week. Oklahoma taking the L and out of the top 4. Carson.
That a boy, Beelan. That a boy.
Yeah, Kenny and Beelan, they're onto something, man. I'm going to agree with them. This is one of my teams that's the fraud of the top 10 right now. I mean, their defense, they just give up a ton of points, and they seem to barely find a way to pull it out every single week. I think this is the week where they overlook TCU. They get a little comfortable. I think TCU gets it done, too. I'm going to go with you guys.
And Mr. Siciliano.
TCU.
Okay. TCU wins or Oklahoma still wins?
TCU beats them.
That a boy, Sis. That a boy, Carson. As
couple people, and the last college game on the docket.
And that a boy, Dave. Oklahoma is a fraud.
Arizona State at Utah. Utah, Joey Clams. You were all over it with I believe beating. You had them versus USC, correct?
Yeah, they both raced. That was my best bet on Saturday. Came in around 11:45. I sent it to you. We put it out there. We pay the players.
So I'll start with you again. Where do you like this one? Right now, Utah is a 0.5 point favorite at home against Arizona State.
I'm on the Utes again. They were a dog. This opened up as a 2-point dog. They switched to the favorite. They're going to be a favorite by 1.5 or 2 by kickoff. Go Utes.
I'm with you. I'm going Utes too. Very impressive. More physical than Arizona State. Better defense. I'm going to go at home, Utah. Carson.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Make it for Utah.
Kenny?
Whoever I take in this game, pick the opposite because I am never right on the Utah game. Never. I get burned all the time. I'm going to take Arizona State in this game. Herm Edwards on the road. I like that physicality.
Hello.
I like the young quarterback. So that means take Utah. For the show, I'm taking Arizona State.
Beelan's saying Arizona State by 8 or 9. David's on the Utes. Mr. Sis, where are you?
I'm going with Herm Edwards all the way.
And Matt?
Oh, I'm riding high with the Utes.
All right. Let's get now. So that's the college slate, boys. Let's get to a little NFL. We got a game.
Yeah, we're going to get to NFL. I know Matt's got to leave a little early, so whatever games we don't get to, I'm going to keep an eye on the clock, Matt. Whatever games we don't get to, I will get your picks off the air, or if we got 1 or 2 games, we'll just fire them at the end, whatever ones we don't get to with you, and we can. I know you.
Teacher conferences, gents.
I know it's school back to school. Those things. So glad you could be on with us. So we'll get to as many as we can with you, and then either off the air or rapid fire at the end. We'll get the rest of your picks.
All right, here we go. So tonight, already, I know Sis is going to be dropping a little bomb in this game in a second, but Tampa Bay with a Brady injury, hand injury, or thumb injury, a finger injury, something he's injured. 6.5-point favorites at Philly. Sis, I know you had something to say about it before, and you could start us off.
Yes, sir. My number one boy will show up tonight big time, Mr. Devontae Smith. They will beat Tampa Bay without the 7 points. That's a lock. Joey Clams, lock.
Joey
bad word.
Answer him back. You with him or against him?
I got the Rocky hat on. What are you talking about? South Camden, Southpaw, South Philly, Eagles plus the 7 I took, and I got a prop bet. I got Brady over 300 yards tonight for the passing yards. There's going to be a lot of scoring in this game.
You know what? You two guys.
I'm going Eagles. I got Eagles for the show 6.5, and I took them plus the 7.
You know what? You just sold me. Both you guys sold me. Sis, I'm with you. Outright upset. Give me the points. Dave's saying later points. I'm taking them. You guys sold me with the Philly hat, Joey Clams. I got Eagles. Matt.
Well, that's Bruce Arians saying later points, by the way. It's not Dave.
Oh, man. Yeah, Bruce
saying later points.
No, I got Tampa Bay by 10. I mean, that defense is going to be nasty. Tom Brady's not going to have to put in too much work. Philly's a train wreck. They're hot one week, cold the next week. I have no faith in Philly.
Mr. Kirkpatrick.
I'm going to do my best impersonation of Rocky right now and say, yo, Arians. Arians. Bruce Arians and the Buccaneers cover this spread tonight. And I'm also going to throw in, I think it's going to be high scoring, but it's in the 50s. I'm going to go Bucks and slightly under the total in this game as my play for tonight. I like giving that play for a couple people if they're interested, but don't lay much wood on it. I'm not sold. It's not a 5-star game for me. It's more like a 2 to 2.5 star. So don't throw too much on it, but that would be my play tonight. Yo, Arians.
Feeling saying Bucks by like 10 or 12, and Mr. Carson Shear. Where are you going to pick? Who are you going with tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles, but I'm going to go with the over as well. I think both teams are going to light each other up. I think Brady's going to have another great game, and I think I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy. He's done well this year. Like Sis said, Devontae Smith's a stud. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to go with the Eagles too.
All right, a big NFC rivalry as Aaron Rodgers. I'll drool while I'm watching him, getting ready for him to be under our team center on our team, Matt, come 2022. They go to Chicago and they play the Chicago Bears. Impressive win at Vegas, in Vegas last week. Green Bay is a 5.5-point favorite, Matt.
Oh, it's not even going to be close. I think Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, they're on a rhythm now. I say Packers are going to blow them out. I'm going to say 14 points.
Yeah, Matt, I'm with you. Again, Rodgers and Adams, that combination is just crazy. Little run in the game. Dave's saying no, Kurt. He doesn't want Aaron Rodgers. But I'm going to go with you, Matt. I'm going to take Green Bay to cover. Joey Clams.
Yeah, is that what the price is right now? 5.5.
5.5 on FanDuel. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Packers. The last 4 games, Rodgers 11 touchdowns to 1 interception. I don't think Chicago's as good as their record is, and they have a hard time with Green Bay when they go to shoulder field. I'm going with the Packers and Rodgers.
Carson.
I'm going to go with the Bears. I think Bears defense looks pretty good this year. I think everybody wants you to pick the Packers, but I think the Bears are going to surprise you. I'm going to go with the Bears here. A little upset.
Sis.
No, I got to go with the Packers.
And Kenny.
I'm with the majority of the panel. I'm going Packers. I think this is going to be an Aaron Jones type of game, though. I think they're going to try and, they're going to force some turnovers. I think that Justin Fields is still a rookie. And, yeah, he's going to have good games, but he's going to have bad games. And I think this is going to be one of those bad games.
I'm going to switch this up for our friend Carson here because we got to do something to get Carson his first win. They're at home against the Bengals. They're getting 3.5. Usually we make Carson go last, but maybe this is what we need to do. Carson, you go first.
We're on the edge of my seat. We get a lucky fumble. We get a touchdown. We go for 2. I'm jumping for joy out of my seat. But then I realize, look at the clock, and there's still 30 seconds left. I'm like, here we go again. Sure enough, Vikings somehow get it done, 54-yard field goal, and we're 0-5. You guys might have seen Dan Campbell cry in his press conference. I like him. I think he's a good coach. Again, this team, I don't know what to think of it. With the Bengals, though, they put up a good fight. You know, if Mason Crosby doesn't miss 2 or 3 of those field goals, I think the Bengals beat the Packers. Jamar Chase is a stud, him and Joe Burrow. Lions at home, though, have played better this year. I'm going to go with the Lions and the points in this one, but I'm going to go Bengals win. But I think it's going to be close. I'm going to go Lions and the points.
Sis.
Lions, all the way. They're due. They're tough.
How about Matt?
A lot of people.
I think Cincy takes the points. I mean, they are overachieving right now, but they are a better football team right now.
I'm with you. Sorry, Carson. I am going to take Cincinnati here. Again, don't love this game, but I will take Cincinnati in this one. Joey Clams.
Carson, is the left tackle playing this week, the rookie?
Yes, he is. Yeah, I believe so.
The Lions will be able to run the ball and clock a little bit. I'll take the Lions plus 3.5 points.
Kenny, you taking Carson's team?
I think I am, and I am going to take the Lions. That half, I like that half. And, you know, it's another one of them games. Oh, the Bengals are some team this year, but they're only 3.5-point favorites over a winless team. That tells me something. I just want Joey Clams' opinion on one thing real quick, because I'm leaning this way, Joe. I'm leaning on the total. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I don't think there's going to be much defense played in this game. Do you like the over in this game?
What's the total? What is it right now?
You got it, Kurt, in front of you?
I can get it for you.
The updated total?
I will get you the up-to-date total. 47.5.
Inside the dome, you know, 2 fast teams on offense. I could see a lot of points being scored.
Yeah, you can. You can see that. Check the first half out. See what the total is of that. If you could get over maybe 23.5, do that.
Okay.
Check the first half out.
First half total's 24.
Okay. Yeah. We got about 5 more minutes with Matt, Kurt.
Okay.
So we'll get as many games as we
All
can,
right, well,
and then
let's
we'll
do this.
fire
Kenny, you just said
Kenny,
you're out of your mouth. You said something about I like this game. I don't think you're gonna like this game because you're in Sis and Paul Rosen's New York Giants. I'll start this off. Or I think we're going to get booed out of the building on Sunday against the Rams. Because one thing about McVay, when, McVay doesn't play I'm going to call off the dogs. And I think he's going to go there. He's going to put up a lot of points. You kept telling me, I kept hearing you saying that they shouldn't play Bridgewater. Well, you guys shouldn't play Daniel Jones, but I think you're forced to. I think you're forced to play him because you guys might lose by 30 if your backup is in there. So I'm going to go with the Rams by 20 at MetLife, and you guys get booed off. Joe Judge gets booed off, and it gets ugly. Matt, what about you?
Oh, I agree with you. It's going to be ugly. That big of a spread. I think they take it by 14.
Joey Clams. Did we lose?
I'll go next while
Okay.
he's having this internet problem.
What's the spread you're using on this game?
10.
I'll go next. I'm going to take the 10, but I'm going to take the 10 reluctantly for the show. But as Clams would say, buy a point there or a half a point, get it 10.5 or 11 if you're doing a parlay. It's just too many points at home. And Giants have some kind of reputation. They're going to show up. That's my opinion on my team. I think, do I think we're going to win? No. I'd be happy if we did, but I don't think we're going to win, but I think we're going to show up and play decent as best we can.
How about
to a
Carson?
team that's going to overpower us.
Daniel Jones plays. I'm going to go Giants in the points. If he doesn't play, so I'm going to go Rams outright and cover the spread.
Sis, is this close or is this a blowout?
Blowout. It's a blowout.
And Joey, do we have you, Joey?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Giants plus the points at home. Home dog. It's what time is that? A 1:00 start.
1:00. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, West Coast coming to the East Coast early start. The only thing is, for in-game live betting, halftime. If the Rams got the lead at half, McVay's 40-0. So that's something to keep an eye on for you guys that play halftimes. When he's got the lead at halftime, he's 40-0.
Kenny,
let's do one more game with Matt, and then we'll get his rapid fire picks for the rest of his picks, and I'll write them down, and then we'll continue our picks after that.
All right. We got 15 minutes left. So you know what? If Matt's here, we got to go to the Denver game. Denver's at home, Matt, 3.5-point favorite against Raiders. The Raiders are in all kinds of shambles going on there. Matt, or do our boys win one, and do they cover two?
Oh yeah, they cover the spread. I think we see Denver win by 10. I think Pat Shurmur has gotten the talking to from Vic. I think he's gotten the talking to from George and saying, we got to bring the balance back. We know the strength of the offense is the run game. 17 attempts a game between two backs is not going to cut it. I think we run it down their throats, and if they try to stop the run, Teddy's going to hit them behind the linebackers. I think Denver wins by 10.
Matt, I'm with you. I hope we're both right, but I totally agree. This is a must-win. I really, I said it to you guys when you're on your show today. Listen, they can't go 3-3 and have there can't be nothing happen. So if it does go and it's they score 20, 21 points, Shermer's going to get fired on Monday. I just think it's going to happen. And like you said, it's got to happen. And I think, like you said, he's coaching for his job. Fangio is probably going to be safe for this year. But I don't care how much friends they are. There's a little pressure on Fangio now. And I'm with you. I think they cover. I think they win. And that talk quiets for at least another week. Carson.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you guys, Broncos as well. Obviously, with the whole Gruden situation, the Raiders is a mess over there. Derek Carr had a solid start to his season. Now he's kind of fallen off a little bit. I think Gruden definitely played a part in that. I think it still continues. But yeah, I think you guys are right. It's a must-win game for Broncos. I'm going to go Broncos here.
Okay, Joey Clams.
It's 3.5.
3.5.
I'm gonna take the 3.5 with the Raiders. Gruden was there. He didn't know how to run the defense. Maybe the defense will step up a little bit. Maybe they'll rally with each other. I got to take the 3.5. That's what I'm going to take. The Raiders plus the 3.5. Maybe Broncos win, but I'll take the hook.
Sis.
I'm going with the Broncos.
All right, and Kenny.
Yeah, I'm going with the Broncos outright.
Okay.
Got to take advantage of your home field advantage. Win this game, and like I said on Matt's show earlier on 4th and 99. Not necessarily, I'm not signaling out any Bronco fans, but the Bronco fans are going to start jumping back on the Bridgewater bandwagon this week when they realize, hey, when this guy's healthy, he's a pretty darn good quarterback. So Broncos all the way. Let's get Matt's rapid fire picks, Kurt, and then we'll continue our picks real quick with the rest of the games.
All right.
He's got to go.
Miami, Jacksonville. Miami's given 3.
I got Miami.
Kansas City 6.5 over Washington.
I want them to lose, but it's going to be KC.
Minnesota -2 over Carolina.
I'm riding the Sam Darnold train all the way. Carolina.
Houston getting 10 at Indy.
After we've seen Indy's performance, they get the win.
Arizona at Cleveland. Cleveland's laying 3.5.
Arizona's out to make statements. People have been doubting their all year. I think Arizona wins by 14.
Ravens, after a huge win at home, giving 3 to the Chargers.
Justin Herbert's the best quarterback in the West right now. Let's just be honest. That's what it is. Chargers got the win.
New England getting 3.5 at home versus Dallas.
Dallas. Dallas covers it too.
Seattle getting 5.5 at Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take I think Pittsburgh, we talked about it earlier, great, it's great coaching. They're an average team with a great coach. I got Pittsburgh.
And Buffalo giving 5.5 at Tennessee Monday night.
I'm taking Buffalo by 10.
All right.
Matt, thank you for coming on. I know you got a teacher-parent conference tonight with schools, with the kids, and appreciate you taking the time to join us for, the show tonight. Please check out Matt and everybody at Rocky Mountain Sports Report. Dave, aka Bruce Arians doppelganger, over there. Scott Cole. Check all the guys out. Rocky Mountain Sports Report. Matt will be in touch with you soon for sure.
Oh, awesome! It's always a pleasure. It's always a blast. Anytime you need me, I'll hop on.
There you go.
Likewise, Matt.
Nice meeting you, Matt.
Guys. Enjoy the rest
There you
of the
go,
show.
Rocky.
Brian,
Take care, dude.
Brian BP the Great saying I'm late, so he's showing up. All right, Kenny, we got 10 minutes. I want to skip.
We're gonna do
games.
some rapid fire with some of these picks too. The games that aren't the top games, Kurt, we'll do rapid fire style.
All right, so let's just rapid fire this right out of the gate. Miami -3 over Jacksonville. I got Miami. Kenny, who do you got?
I'm going Jacksonville.
Carson.
I'm going to go Jacksonville here, too.
Joey.
Miami.
Sis.
Miami.
All right. Minnesota -2 at Carolina. I'm going to go Minnesota. Kenny.
Carolina back on the winning track. Carolina.
Carson.
Carolina.
Joey Clams.
Yeah, this is a big move, a big play for me. Minnesota Vikings. I got them +1.5. They flip flop today. Vikings a big play for me. Go Vikings.
Sis.
Carolina.
Okay. Houston getting 10 at Indy. Carson.
Houston with the points.
I'm going with you. I'm going to go. It's too many points for Indy to be given. Joey Clams.
I hate to lay the points, but I'm going to take the Colts.
Sis.
Houston with the points.
Kenny.
Got to go Houston. I'm not. This is a 0 star on the confidence level though.
Coach Breslin's, what's up, guys? Only one for the Raiders. Only one for the Raiders. Everyone else for the good guys. All right, Kansas City laying 6.5 at Washington, sis.
We're not doing this one rapid fire. I want to talk about this.
Yeah,
one.
but Kenny, we got 8 minutes, so we got 9 games left. So which ones do you want to do? Go ahead.
Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do.
We have 8 minutes, so how do you want to? Whatever game you want to talk about.
I want to talk about this one.
All right, so we'll hold off. Let's go rapid then. Arizona at Cleveland. Cleveland's a 3.5-point favorite at home against Arizona. Kenny.
Cleveland.
Carson.
I'm going to go Browns.
I'm going to go Browns too. Why is the undefeated team getting 3.5 points? Again, just like everyone wants you to grab it. I'm going to go Cleveland. Joey Clams.
Yeah, I'm all over the Browns. This is a big play for me this week. They owe me money from last week. Let's go Browns.
And Sis.
Pizza money. I'm going with the Browns.
Good call. Seattle without Russ at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh laying 5.5, Kenny.
In Pittsburgh.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh as well. Carson.
Seattle with the points.
Joey.
Yeah, I'll take the 5.5 with Seattle, and I got a best bet play on this game. I'll save it for the end.
Okay, and Sis.
Steelers.
Chargers at Ravens. Ravens -3. Carson.
Chargers outright.
Joey Clams.
Chargers.
I'm going to go Baltimore. They showed me something. Lamar did show me something on Monday night. I will go Baltimore. Kenny.
Yeah, I'm going Baltimore in this one, home team.
Sis.
Baltimore.
Okay. Kenny. Oh, Troy. Here's a good one on Sunday. New England at home getting 3.5 from Dallas. Joey Clams.
I'm going to take the Patriots +3.5. This is a 1-unit play for me. I'm on the Pats plus the 3.5 at home.
Couple things. Burnell Smith said he's going Pittsburgh. Amari's going Baltimore. Burnell's going Baltimore. Joey, I'm with you. I think New England's going to beat them this week. That's my outright upset. I'm going to go New England over Dallas. At home, I'll take the 3.5 and an outright win. Sis.
New England.
Kenny.
Patriots. You know me. I'm still not sold on Dallas. They're gonna fall back to reality soon.
Manny's saying, "Ha, that's funny." Carson.
Yeah, I want to take the Patriots, but the Cowboys' offense looks pretty good. I'm gonna go Cowboys.
All right. Kenny wants to talk about Kansas City, Washington. So go ahead, Kenny. Kansas City's minus 6.5 at Washington.
My upset of the week. Washington's defense is finally going to show up when they least expect it. And this is my number one play of the week, upset special of the week. Washington at home beats Kansas City.
You know, I'm with you, Kenny. I am just so down on Kansas City this year. They get every game they've given up 30 points. Amari's saying Kansas City, but I'm going to take the 6.5 with you, Kenny. Their defense is just bad, and Washington can put up points. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I think. But listen, I could definitely see this like a 34-30, something like that. So I'll take Washington, and I think there's a legit chance, I'm with you, that they get the outright upset. Joey Clams. Are we crazy, Joey?
No, you're not crazy. Like me and Sis said last week, there's something wrong up at Kansas City. Something's not right up there with the coach, the quarterback. He's got a different offensive line. It's not the same Kansas City team. The only thing is, we don't need Young from the Redskins running past the quarterback. Give me the Redskins plus the points. I took +7. That's one of my best bets of the week.
Coach Breslin, Washington fan. Washington stinks. The D is very horrific, very disappointed.
Wow.
Sis, you agreeing with him, or where are you going to go on this one?
I'm going with Washington.
And Mr. Shear.
In the upset.
Washington with the points.
That our boy Carson.
And the last game, a good one Monday night, Buffalo, after a very impressive win at Kansas City, they go to Tennessee. 5.5 points, Joey Clams. Where you want to go on this one?
Home dog, you're always supposed to take the 5.5, so I'm just going to go with the trend. And I'll take Tennessee plus the 5.5 at home.
Carson.
I'm staying with Joey. Tennessee in the points.
I'm with you guys. Tennessee in the points. I don't know if they win, but 5.5 with that team. I'll take them. Kenny?
Yeah, the underdog, and I'm going to say this could be a shot where you get Buffalo after that huge win against Kansas City. Back-to-back primetime games. I'm not saying they're going to throw a clunker in, but I think Tennessee's going to cover. I would not be super surprised if Tennessee pulls off the home upset.
Coach Breslin saying, I agree, run the ball and take the points. And Mr. Siciliano.
Disagree with everybody on this panel. I said it a month ago. This is your Super Bowl team, and you will see it on Sunday.
Okay. That's the picks for the week, Mr. Kirkpatrick. I know you have a couple special plays, right?
Yeah, let's start with Joey with his plays of the week for us and our audience and his fans out there. Let's get his play.
Yeah, we had a good Saturday, and Sunday wasn't too good with the 49ers with the boy genius coach of Shanahan and the Browns bringing the Chargers guy into the end zone. But in college, I'm going to go with Kent State, the Golden Flashes, +7. Oklahoma State +6. Nevada -14 against the Rainbow Warriors. They ain't going to stop anybody. My pros, Vikings I had a pick, and Washington +7. I got a total for you. Got LSU under the 59 in Florida game, under the 59 there. And Utah, here's my parlay. Utah, I got Minnesota the Gophers +4. And over the 42 in the Pittsburgh Steelers, Seattle Seahawks game on Sunday night. And one more, go ahead. You guys go.
Carson, the monthly man, you got to play for everybody this week?
Come back to me.
Fair enough. I'll go, and then I'll get Sis's lock. My upset of the week, we didn't cover this game, is going to be Virginia Tech. You guys said last week, tough home field. Notre Dame was going to struggle in there. Virginia Tech almost beat Notre Dame. I think they beat Pitt this week as a home underdog. I'm going to take Virginia Tech at home on the money line. That's my upset. My frauds this week is Oklahoma. I'm going to take TCU plus the 13. My parlay is going to be South Florida +7.5 against Tulsa at home. Boston College, another home underdog against NC State, 2.5. And I'm going to take that's it. I'm going to do a 2-team parlay there, and I'm going to go a 3-team. I'm going to throw Virginia Tech in there, get 3.5. So I'm going to do South Florida, BC, Virginia Tech as a 3-teamer. My play on Sunday, Washington plus the 7, Packers money line, or lay in the wood. Either or. Washington football team and the Packers are my only 2 teams on Sunday. Kurt, Sis's lock first.
Buffalo.
And you got any parlays for Saturday or?
College-wise?
Yeah, anything off the top of your head?
Not really. Nah, you could pass me this week with that.
Carson, you got to play yet? Before we get
Yeah,
Kurt's
I'm
crazy
going to go
parlay?
with Houston Texans with the points and TCU with the points.
Fair enough. Love it. And Kurt?
All right, what am I doing? 10 or 20? How much?
Let's
20.
go lighter. Let's go lighter because you haven't hit one yet. Let's do 10.
All right, for $10. Clemson money lines. This is all a bomb bet. Clemson money line, Cincy money line, Florida, Texas, Georgia laying the 21.5, Iowa money line, UTSA money line, Bama, Oklahoma. I'm going to also add the Bills money line, Steelers money line, Patriots +3, Browns money line, Ravens, and Rams. Throw $10 and you're going to get back 886.
Wow.
Hey, we still got a lot of weeks yet.
I got to hit one. Just got to hit one. So.
All right. Dave's closing thoughts.
Yeah, closing thoughts. Joey Clams, you start us off.
I just want to thank Lucy. On Monday, she put out a nice spread at the Sons and Daughters of Napoli, the Italian American Athletic Club, for Columbus Day. I just want to give her a shout out and thank you, Lucy, for everything. The food was great, the cookies and everything. Thank you so much.
Mr. Sis.
I want everybody to enjoy tonight's Dodger win. I want everybody to enjoy Mr. Brady getting beat by the Eagles. Enjoy your weekend. We got some great games coming up. And again, it's a new week. So there'll be a new top 4 next week. Great show tonight.
Sis, I'm with you. I'll go next. Again, looking forward to a little Auburn, Arkansas, and Denver in a must-win. Listen, that's 3-2, but it's a must-win situation, or somebody's going to take the fall on Monday, and I think it's going to be Pat Shurmur if it doesn't happen. So hopefully he has a game plan. Hopefully we win. Everybody enjoy the games, and we'll see you guys next week. Mr. Carson Shear.
Yeah, always a pleasure talking sports with you guys. You guys are awesome, man. Yeah, enjoy college football, enjoy the NFL, and yeah, man, watch out for that Big Ten East. It's anybody's game for a playoff race. Watch out for that.
Love it. And where are we going to find you tomorrow, Carson? Saturday, Carson.
Yeah, if you guys are into casino content, Tuesdays, Thursdays, highlight videos on YouTube, Ticket Time. If you guys want to catch me live, I'm on Twitch, Ticket Time YT, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 8:30 Eastern Time for all your casino needs.
I saw you
There's a Dodger game on
channel back up.
TBS,
Please plug that for Kurt's nephews and any of the youngsters out there.
Oh,
Max,
yeah. If you guys like arcade games and claw machines, Carson Claws is my second channel that I have. I've been posting weekly content over there as well on YouTube.
Awesome stuff.
All day long.
And Mr. Kirkpatrick, you got the final word.
Echoing Sis's words, but I'm looking forward to a Giant win tonight. And I'm looking forward to a Buccaneers win tonight. I'll root for Devontae Smith, but I can't root for those Eagles. I just can't do it.
There you go. All right, boys. Great show.
Kurt, is a game on TBS? I'm sorry.
It's probably going to be TBS.
Baseball.
Let me check it for you real quick. I believe it is TBS tonight. Yes, it is. 9:07 first pitch.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep,
Wow.
9:07.
Thank you, sir.
All right, boys.
Guys, have a good night. We'll catch you
Take care,
next
guys.
week. Enjoy the game.
Cash them tickets. Let's cash tickets.
Let's cash tickets.
Yeah.